Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Take two. A multi-talented black blind musician, Ray Charles pioneered soul music, which became enormously popular among black and white audiences beginning in the late 50s. Ray Charles is known for virtually inventing a new genre of...
Morgan. Tornado has been
What's that?
Virtually.
What's that, Donna? Oh no, we have got... Hold on. Tornado! Touchdown! We need to go to weather with Alexis. We gotta go. Okay.
That's right, Morgan. It's actually calming down right now, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. Now, let's go to the live interview with Ray Charles and Grayson Bell. Ray, touch the ball! Oh my God, Ray, are you okay? Ray, are you okay?
Ray,
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, it's totally fine. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ray.
Well, I was born in 1930 in Albany, Georgia, and I started going blind by the age of 6. When I turned 7, I started to attend St. Augustine School for the Blind and Deaf.
Where did you learn to play music?
Well, I learned to play music when I joined the St. Augustine School for the Deaf and Blind. And there I learned how to read and write music in Braille.
So where did it all begin for you, Ray?
Well, when I was 17, I saved up money and I left St. Augustine and I went to Seattle. There I met 2 people. We made a trio. It was really just Ray and the other 2. It's just me and the other 2. They just kind of were there.
Okay.
And we had a big R&B deal and record, and then we joined a swing time label.
Wow, Ray. Being on your own at 17, it must have been really stressful. How did you cope?
Well, you know, being a big star like I was, you know, I had women all over me, and I was introduced to a lot of new things. I had a lot of hookups on things to help me with the stress.
I gotta ask, Ray, what type of hookup are you talking about?
Well, if you really want to know,
I want to know.
I got really bad into drugs.
What kind of drugs, Ray? Don't beat around the bush.
Well, it started small, but it finally grew to heroin. I shot a lot. I used to shoot.
Blind man shooting heroin. That's impressive.
Wow, what an inspiring interview so far. We're going to check back in with Alexis and the weather.
Thanks, Morgan. It's actually pretty beautiful right now. I mean, look at it. It's really clear. Now, I think we're okay. Let's go back to Ray Charles and Grace.
So, Ray, when did you make it big?
Well, thank you very much. I realized I was getting big in 1952 when Atlantic Records purchased my label for $2,500. That's when I started to get big.
And what kind of feeling was that?
It felt like all those drugs into one. It came together and it just felt great.
So it was a natural high.
Yes, it is great.
That's awesome. When did you realize that you had become a big jazz artist?
Well, the first thing that I realized that all the ladies started to love me. Ladies were all over me. But in reality, I realized that I was a big jazz artist when I started recording big hits in jazz music, and I performed in 1958. I performed a set at the Newport Jazz Festival.
What was your least favorite song to perform?
My least favorite would probably be Georgia on My Mind. It's kind of forced. I never even wrote the song. They brought it up and forced me to write it. Georgia wasn't even really great memories for me, considering I was in a school for the deaf and blind. So
that's understandable. What historical impact do you feel like you made on the music industry?
I feel like I made a huge historical impact on the music industry, mainly because I was the first black artist that white people would come to watch and perform and actually love their music.
How do you feel like your music has evolved over time?
Well, I established Ray Charles Enterprise and opened studios and offices in LA in the 60s. And I started to use 40-piece bands and choruses that used a lot of orchestra and voices and other things. It wasn't just based on me.
How was it recording We Are the World with Michael Jackson?
It was a great honor to record a song with so many great artists, especially Michael Jackson. so many great artists as myself. It was fun to do.
Charles established himself as a popular recording artist and a pioneer of soul music with the release of his own R&B pop hit composition, What I Say. He was inducted into the Blues Foundation Hall of Fame in 1982 and inducted later into the Rock and Rolls Hall of Fame in 1986. In 2003, he canceled a tour for the first time in 53 years due to his hip replacement. Unfortunately, it wasn't much later that he learned he had liver disease and died in 2004 at age 73. Thanks for watching. I'm Morgan McBride with Channel 8 News. Tune in next week for our exclusive interview with Stacey Wilson. Ding!
Ray, get ready for the interview
Uh-huh.
right now, but we're going to go, Jesus Christ, what did I say? To the live interview with Ray Charles and Grayson.
Oh, dang!